Hello everyone, hey y'all, hello, how are y'all doing? Right, MD today. And as I said last time, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with only lobotomy egos today. Luckily enough, there are enough for a full team without those two. Especially without those two. So it's gonna be all those ones, all the gold ones plus done, Lantern done by default. I kinda wanted to wait for Valpurgis, but like it's gonna take a while. So I'll do another one when Valpurgis comes out. Since we're likely to get two lobotomy egos. Hatred and Despair. I don't remember if they are the other names, the actual names. Whatever. So a bit of potential men today. That's about it. I didn't bother leveling them up because even if I did, what the point? That's what we call power creep, people. Alright. Let's start. Again, I have no achievements. Only have this one left, so one today, one next week, maybe one more each time, if I do it quick enough. Like I might do another burn run afterwards. So like I still have a few ones to do afterwards. In between. Yes. And hold on. I don't know which one did I take usually. Yeah, I took this one usually. Whatever. It's good. All right. I don't know what I go for though. Boys, I guess. Again, what do I have? I have a bit of a mix of everything, don't I? Yeah, I have a bit of blunt pierce, so like those aren't too good. I get that there is a Pierce one for Technology Liberation Alliance, but I could take it later. Thinking I don't have Gisang. I guess it's poise, yeah. Since I don't get poise from skill effects. Yeah, we're just gonna find Nebulizer and we're good. Alright. I forgot to check the egos. Or whatever. It should be fine. Probably. I hope. I gotta play Thoracat. No, I can't play Thoracat. Hey! Nebulizer. Alright. So yeah, also for anyone who's not aware of it yet, they just announced on the latest patch note that Mirror Dungeon is gonna close next week. So the 3rd. Like next Thursday. Wednesday/Thursday. So be wary of it, finish your achievements if you haven't, or at least those you want to finish. And then we will come to the new one. Hold on. What should be the order? Yes, you are charged, so you are the most... Where's one, you are second. I guess you can be third. One of you can be third. 5th, 6th, it's fine. And then... The rest I don't care really. I'm gonna put them in the bag, but like, I'm gonna use them. Alright. Yeah, as you might notice, yeah, I forgot to change the loading screen, it's fine. I did use my Season 6 guaranteed ticket with Mersol's banner. And you might have guessed which one I got. So yeah, I got Jaish. Anyway, at least I could see this as a story that I've heard so much of. Finally, it was nice. It was a nice insight, I guess. It just makes you wonder more things, but like, sure, we'll get some at some point. I hope, maybe, I guess. Maybe by next highlight ID's banner, so next on Glue banner. I hope. I don't know. I don't think they'll do much of it, like bringing in Carmen and stuff. Okay, I have no idea what this run will give. We'll see. But yeah, what did I want to say? Yeah, one big thing, I'd say probably a few more times by next week, but next week I'll be out, so I'll be away starting Wednesday, like I did put in my post, so any idea that will come out next week, that I expect to come out at least next week, we'll have to wait for shorts and all until the following Tuesday. Same for MD, so I won't be able to discover MD on the same week. So next week I won't be able to discover it next week, so it will have to wait the week after. But it's nice, so I won't have much to wait for before out version, because I expect them releasing out version later. I don't remember if they did it last time. I think they did. I think they did it with this one. Like they did release our version a bit later. Well, that version is just like the toggle thing, but I think it was delayed. I think. I would have to check, but I think I don't care enough for me to check. Like I would expect a normal banner with it, like a standout fair banner. I doubt they. I don't think they would put Onglu's ID next. A bit too soon. If we follow the guide, if we follow the roadmap-ish thing they did during the last stream, it's likely we get it later, which would be better for me. Hey Manuel, how you doing? Tap me up. I have no idea what it means. I'm sorry. I'm not young enough, I guess. How you doing? Let's see. Let's see. What do we take here? This, I guess. Alright, anything stuff. Carmilla, of course. This is gonna... Wasn't this gonna be nerfed? I think they announced like some gifts are gonna be less present or something like this. And Camilla was one of them. I do remember because I love the Tigo gift, so seeing it less is gonna be painful. I'm gonna be sad. How do I do this? Do I care? Like I like skill 1 of them. It's like it's nice to lose clashes. Fine. I need rags. I need to find rags at some point. Yeah, that's what I need to do next for me. You've been failing your dailies. Yeah, I can understand. To be fair, sometimes when I like usually gacha dailies are just a pain most of the time. They are really good ones. I think Limbus might be one of the most tamest, like one of the tamest one. Like really, you just have to log in, do a stage, and spend a few modules. Like it's fine. Limbus dailies are okay. Some can be very tedious. I remember when I was playing Genshin, and I had to spend every day like 15 minutes doing all the things, plus the stamina, plus everything. Usually dailies are the first thing that's gonna make me quit the game. Not necessarily dailies making me quit the game, but usually when I stop doing dailies, that's a sign I'm gonna stop a gacha. I still remember the Zenless Zone 0, ZZZ. One day I didn't do the dailies. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop. I was like, yeah, stop. I missed a daily. Yeah. No, let's stop. Like it's a sign. I'm gonna get this. It's a T2. I can use it. 4-leaf clover for sure. Hey Animal, how you doing? What about the dailies? It's more about the routine. Yeah. No, I know that. I understand what you mean. Usually, like when you don't really want to play a game, like when you keep playing a game and at some point like you're like burnt out or something, you're just like I don't want to just. Either you don't think about it because you have other things, and so it stops bothering you, or you just or just like it's a pain and you don't just launch it. Like it's a pain, but usually, like I'd say why they do dailies in general is to keep you active, you know, to keep you on the game. Like as long as you are on the game, like like it's a daily routine, you tend to stay on the game. Like as long as you keep playing it daily. So this is why they try to keep you playing daily usually. I don't know if Limbus thought about this because, or at least PM thought about this for Limbus because I think they copied a lot of the gacha style without really thinking about it too much. Outside of like the negative side. But yeah, so when you stop the dailies is when you stop the routine, and that's when you can kind of get out of the game. That's why it's the first step usually, like to me, like stopping the dailies. Makes sense. When I get the modules and log off, that's fair, that's fair. At least you launch the game, so that's like it's not just like you're quitting. Like when you want to quit, you don't even launch the game. But yeah. And about the thumb IDs, I think I said most of what I had to say in nowhere actually. I was gonna say in the short, but like I don't say much in the short. But I think the ratings talk by themselves. Like I put the max rating for Mersault. I think he's a beast. I think he's one of the best IDs right now, and it's not really close. Like damage wise, I made the calculations. Damage wise, he can go third in damage from all IDs. Like first is Dawn, second is Violent, okay? Third is him. And he's way more consistent than the other two. Like you can get his damage way more easily as well. So really, Mersault is a beast. I think it's there's no question. Well, I said it, but like Faust, if Faust wasn't broken, Faust would be better. Rather, if Faust wasn't broken, she would be below. But since she is broken, she's above. But I don't wanna, like I'm not gonna rate, even at the end of the season, I re-rate the IDs at the end of the season. I'm not gonna rate Faust. I decided I'm gonna put her in a broken tier and I'm not gonna rate her. Like there's no point. I'm not gonna bother with bullshit. There's no point. The thing is not balanced. I'm not gonna rate an unbalanced idea. Sure, she's broken. Take it if you want. But yeah, Mersault is a bit more balanced, but he's still insanely strong. So yeah. Win battle. Do I even care? I have the shop. I can sell the thing. Yeah, let's go. I might regret it because I don't have a status to rush it. But yeah, that's for Mersault. Mersault is insanely good, no question. And for Sinclair, my first reaction was simple. It was, why is this not a 2-star? Even seeing the kit, I was like, what the heck? I made the calculations. I did rate him like lower, so like at a 3 in my usual rating. So like a 3. A 3. David Sinclair is rated 3. I let you take from it what you want, but I don't put him much above, like slightly, but much above David Sinclair, because the only thing that I consider Thumb Sinclair as is a walking passive, and I cannot see it any other way. Like sure, some people can say, oh, but his damage is good. No, it's not that good really. He has the same damage as David Sinclair, which is why I rated him the same. He can have the same damage as David Sinclair, come on. It's not that high. And also the thing is, he really lacks infliction. Like he has no tremor infliction as well. Like I saw skill 1 +1 I was like, okay. I don't remember the others, but I don't think they were much greater. Even Burn, there's only skill 3 that inflicts it, or a bit of skill 2 as well. Burn count, but it's burn count. Like burn count, you don't do you care about burn count? You don't care about burn count. You don't care about burn count, so you don't care about Thumb Sinclair. The only, like, really, the only team you want Thumb Sinclair is really would be like Scorch team. Like if you're playing Mersault, or like burn tremor. If you're actually playing burn tremor, because he still has 3 tremor burst. He still has 3 tremor burst, so that's fine. And like he still has a skill 3, but that's about it really. I'm even checking. Wow, I just checked his. Wow. I just checked his skill 3. I thought he inflicted tremor potency somewhere, but it doesn't only count, which he consumes with tremor burst. He's just a walking tremor burst, isn't he? Yeah, nah. You might actually want to use the defense skill to inflict more tremor. Which is funny. Like, kinda like T-Corps. But at least T-Corps have a good defense skill into... Like, have a reason to use defense skill outside the passive. Hold on, I'm doing this. Do this share, why not? Deals share. It's not a super shop. I don't have any TF3 already. Damn. Oh yeah, I wanted to. Oh no. No, get rid of this. I need to get rid of one of those. I can get rid of this, fine. Again, I don't have skill effects. Okay. Do I enhance? Yes, it is. Free refresh. Nothing interesting. This is interesting, actually. Angel's Cut. I love the names of the Zegos. The barrel Zegos. Devil's Share, Angel's Cut. There's another one, isn't there? There's a cake. Hey Gavin, how you doing? What were you saying, Gavin? You know, we'd be lacking resources, but disciplining to farm days is so boring. Yeah, I can understand this. I can win right still. Like I really ideas goes like some. Doesn't match the way the game is built. Like that. They are fine actually. I think the way they did it is pretty fine actually. Plus, especially some archetypes are prone to this. Like you can do this easily. Burn and Tremor actually, some of the archetypes you can actually do it the easiest with, because they are so slow to build down, like to burn, and they are easier to build up. Like you don't need as a maintenance as like Rupture, Bleed, or Sinking. And you said it, but like they've been. Hold on. How do I do this? Using key 3 here? Okay, fine. They've been, what do you want to say? They've been mixing archetypes in a way. Just a different way. They've been mixing, poise and charge with the others. Like the self archetypes, I wanna say. Or the buff archetypes versus the debuff archetypes. But I'm not hitting the other one. Weird. They've tried, I don't know, they've tried some kind of Rupture Bleed as well last season. I don't know what they were doing. I don't think they knew either what they were doing. Am I good with this? Yeah, I'll be staggering. And I have enough poise to proc everything. We're good. With the new MD coming out, all the Shift family candidates were probably made because of what? I tried, or do I plan to do some solo MD5? I mean, there is 1 week of MD5 left, so. And have I tried? Not entirely. But some last bosses I did with solo for fun. With Potential Man, I think, once. I also did a duo, like not a solo, but a duo with both full stops only. It was nice. I'm not gonna do much. Yeah, since where is Team Butpug is not in potential, man. It's Lobotomy Eagles, pretty much. It's the theme of today. It's fun. I mean, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. I think the Lobotomy Eagles tend to be, IDs tend to be fun. Oops. But I didn't understand your thing about the Shi family candidates. Unless you mean like the fights. Like to make fights, but wait, I'm taking this, I'm taking this. I'll be having the additional gifts. This is good. And that means there's boys. Ho ho ho. Chichun is waifu material, kinda. But yeah, fully go team. What are we getting this week? You mean like in terms of Limbus content? Nothing. In terms of me, my videos, nothing as well. I don't have much planned for this week. Neither next week, because next week I'll be out. I'll be away. Well, I'll do MD next week though. Okay, you are way too sane though. I will have to deal with you. Oh yeah, give the fragment disc. This is good. This is not good. Come on, Ish. You have one. Thank you. 50%. I don't know if I'm ready for this though. But it's not. With more waifu material, Shichun or Shishun Ishmael? Married to Donna Emerald, what? I don't see why you're getting this last part. As for me, I think I'd rather have the base Shichun. I'm not too into the ginger red hair. I prefer dark ones. And personality wise, well, I don't know, to be fair. We still your pulls on lay hang. I got nothing. Yeah, like a lot of people. I'm not gonna bother pulling on anything until Valpurgis. I will be pulling on Valpurgis. I know some people will skip it in preparation for the Agnites collab, which I understand. But I am severely lacking in shards, and I kinda want to start playing something else. Like, come on, I only have one ID from the new season. I kinda wanna play something else. Come on, I've been waiting. I didn't have new stuff for like, except T-Gold, but for the Battle Pass for 2 months. Is it 2 months already? No, it's gotta be 2 months already. I'm playing the same teams. I wanna have fun. I'm gonna suffer, but not that much. Hey, you know what? Let's do some SP. Hey, David. Hi, Dane. We're using Ignite to Despair. Oh, I missed this one. But it shouldn't be next week. Should be Mirror Dungeon. They announced it in the latest patch notes. So Valpurgis should be in 2 or 3 weeks, I'd say. I don't think we're gonna get both Mirror Dungeon and Valpurgis at the same time. It's too much. 1 week away, maybe. 2 more likely. Especially because they did say they wanted to kind of slow down and not rush. So I really doubt we get Valpurgis next week. As for Wu, what did I say last time? Last time I did say Rodia is likely. She also didn't get a Valpurgis ID, now that I think about it, so yeah, pretty likely. Otherwise it would have been Yisang or like Yisang or Yoshu for the Despair side, Yoshu for the Katana, but they both got the last Valpurgis banner. I mean Lobotomy Valpurgis banner. And who's the last one? And Onglu, but Onglu got an Arc beforehand. He's gonna get his highlight ID. I don't think he's gonna get one. So Rodia is the more likely. Or maybe Otis actually, wait. Oh, no, Otis. No, Otis got too much. Otis got too much. Rodia is fine, I think. But I was thinking there might be an Ego as well. Either Despair or A-Trade, one of the two. I'd say A-Trade because Arcana Beam is so iconic. But we'll see. I would love to see some percent damage though. HP percent damage. Like sure capped, but like Chef Ryoshu. Based on missing HP percent, but this would be based on max HP percent. Where do I go? Don't I lose sanity with this though? Yes I do. It's fine, I have the shop. Cackle, cackle. Yeah, give it back to me. Whew. What is team composition? Lobotomy goes only, so I go gears only. That's funny. Thought it'd be funny. Like I'm trying to find some interesting stuff. But the thing is, most synergy is so like intertwined between statuses and all. I'm like, maybe yes, I wanted to do a syndicate team as well, but I don't have the thumb, so I'm waiting for them. Then I'll do a syndicate team. So like Middle, Ring, and Thumb. This should be nice. That will be when I will have the thumb IDs. 2 of each. You want to play Lobotomy and Library? I have a friend of mine that wants to play, that did start Lobotomy, but he's busy and he knows it's so long that he doesn't. Like he thought about maybe doing Lobotomy before doing Kento 8 because of the references, but he didn't. He did Kento 8 a few days ago, I think. Or he's still doing it, maybe. Hold on. What do I do here? I can poise. I can make some poise. I would have the super shop. I'm gonna wait. You can get this. I forgot to heal. Oh, it's fine. Lobotomy is less well. So reactive, yeah. Well, it's much more. There's much more reading in. Knowing you don't want to read too much, there's much more reading in Library of Rina, just to say. Missed a few messages, sorry. Valpurgis and MD release in same update. I don't remember them doing both in the same one, but I remember them being very close at the release. Maybe it was the same time. It was a mess. I'm sure of it, it was a mess. I hope it's not next week though, Valpurgis. I would be ready. It would be a bad timing because I won't be able to do it on time. So doing the guide will be awkward. Like it would be late. 170 pulls and full stop banner, getting nothing. I got like 200 banners on the full stop one. I went to 200. I think I got like 4 with Cliff and the wrong glue. Double ID's banner is such a pain. I mean double 3 stars. It would be nice to have some 2 stars, wouldn't it? To pull. I would pull on 2 stars because I don't want to shot them. Suffering with Queen of Hatred in Rina. Everybody suffered with Queen of Hatred in Rina. I did a bit as well. Quite a bit, I think. The vertical spike, yes. The difficulty is vertical. But it's nice. Well, you can say you have some here in Limbus. You have the first one was in chapter 3, then it's some bosses, like it was 530. Now it's Then it was like the last Intervalos fight. Now it's 8:30. It's often the 30 actually. It happened twice. If I had a nickel for every time a vertical spike was on the 30 stage, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't much, but it's weird that it happened twice. What does this make this thing done is? I heard Night of Despair is obvious. You mean thinking? We don't know. Yeah, it's likely. Might be boys actually for Night of Despair. You never know. Maybe crits. But for Dawn, some said like since in Love Corp, she's like the Hatred is doing multiple damage type. They thought, oh, maybe a multiple type ID like the ring or something. So it could be like a ring like idea. Maybe poise then? Or they give her a charge. I don't know if they can give it anything else. So I guess I have to agree on the multiple archetype stuff. The thing is they don't do IDs without an archetype anymore. Which is sad because I would have wanted to see more of like more IDs like the original Star Walker. The original Sangdon. But better, you know, better of course. But in the same vein of like clashes. I think there is something to do with clashes. What I was thinking? I was thinking of what was it? It was like clashes, the same thing, but you do like five clashes. 5 clashes for like 100%, like 20% per clash. That's way easier to do. And so you have to choose if you're going for 1 coin enemies or 5 coin skills, and there's some interesting stuff to do with it. But I don't know if they're inclined to do it. Oh, I love sticky map. Ego gift, ego gift, ego gift, ego gift, ego gift. I don't want to go there. I don't have the good enough team. I don't want to go there. I don't like them. I want to go there. I don't like it. Let me refresh. It's even worse. Let's go eat some flesh. Let's go claim some boats. I think the reference to Night of Despair was just because Despair is like sinking, you know. I don't think there is no real status. Like it's not as much archetype based in Ruina. There are some archetypes, but it's way less fixed, let's say. And there aren't as many, mostly. Or you have archetype, but it's not just about status. Like you have discards. Discard is an actual archetype. Nice miss.
지금은 빗나간 것처럼 보여도 탄환은 돌아올 것입니다. 그런 계약이니까.
Service Villains. So I think it was like... It would be like sinking. Turn into Doofenshmirtz? What the heck?
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄환이니 말입니다.
Last Sangdon. I love the first Sangdon design. Again, it's just you got heavily power creeps. Like they didn't know what they were doing at the time. But the idea is very nice. I mean, like a clash, like based on clashes. Like you have some clash wins condition, but it's not the same thing as having an entire IDs with damage based on clashes. Especially because you can have some neat decision making. Again, like I said, like it depends on which skills you're targeting for clashes. Like, do you target 1 coin skill or 2 coin skill? Which fights also becomes easier or not? Oh, let me just do this. Okay, next shop. Remind me, next shop to do rags. I really need it. A ring like ID is exciting. I kinda like the whole multiple status archetype. It's not yet too much pushed, but like I would love. You know what is missing for this actually? We are missing another curse. We're missing a curse ID actually. We need a curse ID, and I will advocate for it for so. I want a curse ID. Please give it to me. Just one. I will do every team with it. It's fine. Just give me one. Just a small one.
부족해 차려졌지 않나. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
Well, but after this one, it should be index team. I don't know. They might keep the index for a chapter. Maybe next Kanto. You know, next Kanto is gonna be about the fingers, and it's the only one we haven't seen yet, so it's not unlikely. Or Mothering. We're gonna see Mothering probably though. Singleton skills. Singleton looks cool though. We did see right here at some point it could be like inverse resonance. Like I think the least of a resonance possible. So like only one. Wow, this is horrendous. Hold on.
탈출 개체 확인.
Hey, Afrilo guy. How you doing?
차려졌지 않나.
Yan Sinclair. I guess Sinclair is the one the most likely to get Yan, I'd say. Yisang being the second, probably. But Yisang can have all the depressing ideas in the world. Or Onglu. Onglu would be... Okay, Onglu would be fitting as well. Especially because of Smile, you know. The Smile that Yan did at the end. Before... You know what. The clock is ticking, you only got a week of left. Don't rush me, I know it. Yeah, I've planned the thing. I only have like 8 or so MD to do in total. If I do another one after this one. Which is likely. And I pianist Kanto trust. Nah. I wonder if they will make distortions appear. From Arena, but like that, there aren't many of them, are they? There's like Yan, and there's like the Blue Gang, and that's about it. The rest are ego users, or who I was thinking of? Oh yeah, or abominations. Yeah, Tomiri, yes, Tomiri. During what happened to Yoshu's child in the original work, I will cry. We will all, don't worry about it. If actually get index IDs and they get weaker from resonances. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. What we were thinking about actually. It looks cool. With the Maggot ID. That'd be funny. Maybe for Gregor at some point. I don't know if you can you could get a Maggot ID from Vapogus. Technically, like an Ebony Stem, not an Ebony Stem, sorry, a Snow White Queen thing, Snow White Apples thing. I don't remember the name of the ego.
탄피가 떨어질 때군요.
Before distortion would be cool, or perhaps a proxy like Gloria and the gang. We're gonna get some index at some point, don't worry about it. I'm sure they haven't forgotten about it. Unlike Shia it is! You know what would be the worst? The worst thing that PM could do really to really trigger people, I think, right now, would be to release a Shi ID. But it's actually a Shi family ID. I would mold on the spot. I would be so triggered. Yeah, like I said, Roshu is from S-Screen. The main character is actually called Yoshihide, I think it was. I love how like half of the sceners at least have a nickname. Even Yisang, we kinda learned that it was a nickname as well, a pen name. I mean, some of them make sense. We don't know, maybe Mersault is actually not Mersault. Mersault is probably the one that is the least likely to get a nickname, because you just wouldn't care. Otis though, Otis it might be likely. Otis, I think Otis is insanely likely. Now that I think about it. Especially when you know what Otis means. Rabies, Ruby, and Sequat. And yeah, by the way. That's a lot of rabies. Hey, yeah, Sinclair. I'm doing. It's always funny. Just like playing Limbus for many pulls worth of lunacy should I say for that Pugis? Depend on what you want. 19 pulls? I hope you're saying 19, 10 pulls, otherwise you're gonna have trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. So, economy-wise right now, the one thing you have to know is that there's gonna be the Arc Knights collab at the end of the year. Around the end of the year. And it's gonna be a true limited banner, so we're not gonna be able to dispense them, so it's very important to know. If you don't care, good. If you do care, you might want to skip Valpurgis. Otherwise, for Valpurgis itself, the only safer amount is 200 for the PT. Otherwise, it's not safe. Especially since they've been doing that double IDs banner. Getting the ID you want is such a random thing. Usually it's just another way to saying the same name. Is it? I don't know. I don't speak Japanese properly. Like I have a few bits here and there, but I don't speak it. Like is it the same kanjis? 19 lunacy, 0 tickets. Nothing. 19 lunacy, that's funny. Don't worry, after next like on Thursday you'll have 300. What do I get here? Hold on. I need rags, I said, so let's check syncing. That's not rags, that's the right one. I could still. This thing inflicts some, but it's kind of random. It's at the end of the turn actually. This is pretty good. This is actually pretty neat. This I'm not sure I can get. There's nothing here. There's nothing there. Hello. It's still not a super shot, by the way. I'm still struggling. So if I want to make clear mirror calm water, I'm gonna have to pray. We're good. We're good, GG. We're done. Alright. I love how you can do anything and just put in poise and you're good. Yeah, don't need to heal, we're good. Sponge. So many of them. The plot is depressing. Better Yonacy before the painting request. A very sweet woman, but we're losing a child. We don't know what happened to the child. We don't even know what the child is. For a long time, and I still think the child might be like a sword. It's just fitting for Yoshu, you know? I'm gonna bind. Okay, 2 of them, fine. Okay, better. I think we just know the child was at some house. And he's supposed to still be. Like I think again, we don't know. Also a thing we don't know for sinners if they're gonna be like when the story takes place in their world. Like for the sinners, like compared to the story, to the backstory. Like for example, what was it? Yisang doesn't really have a story. And for example, Dawn is kinda after the whole thing. Cliff is before. Well, in the middle before. At least before the main important points. Or during, kinda. Ishmael is after, so it's kind of a mess. We don't know where we're gonna end up. Like, it might be during it. I think it would be during or before it. Especially because I think, I haven't read it, but I think, nice. I think Earthscreen is kind of a very short story. But it is literally a short story. I don't know how long it is though. Like in terms of pages or whatever, or words. $20 will go into the battle pass. Reward from Bob. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a reward from Bob. Well, it's not gonna be much, but it's gonna be a thing. So, a few pulls, a few more pulls. I should have switched. Maybe still being as Pyros, yeah. I have over 100k Lunacy. I don't think you can have over 100k Lunacy unless you pull for nothing. You never pull, ever. Or you spend quite a bit. That was still a dream. It's a left kidney. Offer the left kidney for the anime. A kidney for an anime. It's fine, isn't it? And a bit of lunacy, of course. But like, the lunacy is the bonus. The real goal is the anime. Them to burst. Send out them being on the stage. What 50k lunacy? Yeah, I don't have. No, yeah, 50, yeah. But like, you know, the difference between 100 and 50 is literally the double. Why are you? Oh yeah, that's target fixed. Right. Anti-magic bullet. Yeah, I forgot to check the eagles before going. I wanted to, and as usual, I forgot. What are you doing? Oh. I could have skipped. He's gonna die very soon. Well, we did actually. Donate like 10k. I'm in dire need. We all, when we're playing gacha, we all in dire need of money. Unfortunately. Some orders have way more than 100k. Yeah. But do they have IDs? Well, I guess if you spam the mines like nobody else, like it's nobody's business, yeah, I guess you could. And that's costly. Why did I even take this? Oh yeah, for the tier 4. Give me the bell of truth. Where are we dropping? I have no idea. Let me refresh. I don't like any of this. Oh. Do we see the king? Are we gonna see the king? Yeah, let's go see the king. The king in binds. For a trade system, you trade IDs of equivalent values with other players, but trades are limited to per month, per week. Well, we have, at least, we have we are gonna have at some point the support system revamped, whatever. So we're gonna be able to play something else. Yeah, I gotta drop a couple 10 pull, disrupt. And waiting till the next season for sharding, mostly saving for night. Yeah, I understand. A lot of people are gonna do this. I'm not. I will play with fire. Ah! Chirina, man. I still remember this guy from Kento too. Okay, so what do I do here? I need rags. That's not rags. Actually, that's nothing I want. There's absolutely nothing I want. Nope. Again. I don't have many. I don't have that many Tremor Burst. Defense to 2. Nah. That sucks. Again. Don't Bully is not the worst. Bloody Gadget is nice. Not that many left though. Fine. I need rags, okay, I'm gonna try to fuse rags. This is gonna be a pain. I'm gonna keep this one because it's sinking. What do I care? Not you. No, that you're nice. Funny path. Cantapile. Elder entry snare. Okay, now I'm in trouble. Cancel this, I'm not gonna need it anymore. I like this one though. Fine. Rags, let's go. There it is. Double, please. What else can I do? I have some tier 3 poise I can do, can't I? I can keep this one, that's nice. Probably. I could go solo potential man for the boss actually. Do I? I can do Midwinter. I don't need this, do I? Yeah, it's only Blinding Edge. I can. Yeah, but I need tier 3, not tier. I already have tier 4. Hold on. End of in kit. Solo potential man might be loud. I'm not sure if you want to win rate this. What did I miss? Haven't said to this store. Nope. I have Ego already. Never used Felblade Sanga even after getting it. Don't worry, a lot of people didn't use it as well. Nah, but it's good though. Like, a lot of speedrun strats use Felblade Yisang because they are very good strats, sacrifice strats, and the Ego does actually a lot of damage. And yeah, the MD swaps next week. Better ones battles have more and more unavoidable damage for Felblade. You're not that strong actually, now to think about it, yeah. You can sacrifice your own ID so the skill doesn't go off. That's right. I'm gonna go with this, I think. Cancel the final with Felblade. Oh, nice. I need to think about it at some point. But we need a better team for this. Alright, we're gonna... Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try once or twice. Maybe once or twice potential men only. I'm gonna say to the sinner something like... Quit already be like... Do you need help beating villains? A sense of justice! Perhaps? And more damage. Alright, how do you play this already? Oh, but I don't have ADD. Oh, that's gonna be painful. I don't have what's needed for this, actually. It's gonna be interesting. I can corrode even. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I don't have the rusty coins, do I? Yeah, that'd be very painful. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it. I'm missing too much things for solo. I don't have the crown either. How did I did it last time? I'm gonna try one more time. The book of key. We're in lobotomy this time, so we're not gonna be into a book, most likely. So probably an ordeal. Might be an ordeal. The best thing you can expect, best, worst, I don't know, would be like an ordeal with Queen of Hatred, and at the end she transforms or something, and you fight her. No, I take too much damage anyway. Okay, let's give up. This is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So what was I doing? For this... Yeah, this was the order. And then like whatever. If I load out achievements are the work of evil king. One more Kurukuma. Yeah, the thing with loadout achievements is they're a bit mean. Like some IDs you can't get with like in the dispenser with season and stuff, so it's kind of mean. And even with the dispenser, you have to dispense some IDs you don't necessarily have or don't necessarily want. Time to use egos. Why am I only favored? What the heck? That's not better. If I lose this clash, I'm gonna go bonkers. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, but this is gonna proc before and... Okay, this is better. I can't shoot that many egos. Come on. I always forget that this fight is brutal. Especially when you don't have... synergies. Actually, I just need to crit once. I will have the bonus seed and it should be fine. I just need to crit once. I can let those two go, it's fine. Nice. Did be the Valpurgis event switch between Lobcorp and Liberate alternatively? Yes. It's actually hinted in one of the mini episodes, I'm pretty sure. Even Dante notices it. Okay, we're good. You should archive MD permanently. I'm going to do with railways. I don't know if it's as necessary though. Railways, yeah, because they are kind of a content. We get everything. They're kind of unique, that's the thing. They're unique fights. MDs, I mean, They're mostly the same, most of them. Most of the differences come from the features, but most of it is still the same. Like only like the most different one is the first one, but they actually decided to maybe do the first one as a new mode anyway, or retake the concept of the first one as a new mode. Okay, Wu didn't crit. Whatever, actually. Actually, I don't care. Who are you targeting? Everybody. Everybody. Yep. I'm gonna have to clash with this one. Can I have another sun shower? Oh, I can't. Thank you very much. I don't want to use red eyes. Binds? I don't think it's fine. It's not fine at all. Hopeless. Okay, how do I deal with this? Do I just let myself get... Ooh, you're gonna take.
소준 중입니다.
다른 작업이 필요한가요?
뭐야?
Heh, fine. You know what? Fine.
소준 중입니다. 신속하게 용건을.
I won't have to mark count, yeah. Oh yeah, you do have a skill actually. Hold on. I actually do have to take care of you. No, never mind. You know what? No.
완벽한 한 발.
I would have liked him rolling one tail, but eh. We never play a trust. I have trouble trusting it when it's pretty much. I think even in the picture teaser, it's even almost said as love corp. The that was done. That'd be awkward. Yeah, I was done. Yeah, fine. This fight is such a pain. Why did I go there? For fun, yeah, true. More egos, more! I need more egos right now. It's all egos? Always have been. Why do you keep spamming? Where is your stagger threshold? It's so far. Why is it so far? I'm gonna get wrecked, I know it already.
스며들 듯한 비 우산이 새진 않는 곳
항상 지켜보고 있었지.
But I finished love co-op playing that game off and on for years. Yeah. Well, at least you're not at day 49.
이 전투는 승리할
Greater theme pack and skill substitute mechanics. Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, they're gonna do stuff. I don't think they're gonna change the substitute ones.
너를 위해 기도할 것이
The starlight system for you. Okay, everything is fine. Can't I redirect this? It's pain.
조준 중입니다.
다른 작업이
Yeah,
필요한가요?
it's gonna do damage. That should be fine. Should be fine.
탈출 개체 확인.
I did still go. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay. And yeah, you can speed up animations with by maintaining the thing. On mobile, I guess you can just have the screen or maintain the screen pressed.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Once you defeat the MVP guy, you're good for the king. Am I? Am I? And do I think that King of Greed would be there? She might be mentioned in one of the story or something,
탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
but I don't think she'll be there. She'll be at some point though, in another one, with maybe the 7th of Wrath. Oh hello! Oh hello! Yeah, I missed having binds in my face.
조준 중입니다.
Thank you, I forgot.
이곳은 위험합니다.
I forgot the feeling of getting
다른 작업이
crushed.
필요한가요?
애도에 잡담이 끼어든
Come,
것은
you think you're so
좋지
dead.
않소. 애도에 잡담이
I need to
끼어든
change weaknesses
것은
quick.
좋지 않소.
탈출 개체 확인.
Though what I'm curious about, yeah,
스며들 듯
yeah, I would have said King of Greed and Seventh of Rust in Aruna. Maybe the next Aruna. No, the next Aruna is Theme Guess actually. Guess Theme. But the one thing I might be curious about is if they talk a bit about the relationship between the magical girls in the event. This I guess now. That'll be interesting. Hey King. Now it's time for the King in Binds! I love this anime, but it's so sad. It's so sadly weak. Everybody's dead. Yeah, I kinda need the SP right now.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
Why is your body so... Oh, because I... There are so many statuses! I can see the end of it! How many is this? Actually, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 17? I think we go to 17. 23 times.
조준 중입니다. 시속하게 용건을.
Okay, now what do I do?
대가리 딱 떼.
Chubete miserias. Probably should be one of my characters. I don't know which one she could be though. Golor, she's up na left weapon. I mean, they don't base themselves on the base ego gears, I'm pretty sure. I had an example in mind, I don't remember it. I think if you check what ego gears we have now, I think there's one that's not matching. Yeah, technically Force Match Flame have both Hey and Ted. And even Spider-Bird actually, red eyes. The King binds. The King binds!
완벽한 한 발을 위해.
I'm just focusing so many statuses. It's fine. I think we're gonna cost 45 SP when I release. Some of them might actually. I was thinking like, I did put in my latest video, like I made a fun, like kind of a joke of a censored ego. What would a censored ego be like? It's funny. But I thought like if you use a censored ego, yeah, you would have to go like minus 90 SP. That was one thing, like going full corrosion instantly. Oh yeah, that's unflashable. That's a big skill. Doing some big damage. Yeah, I believe. I believe in the potential. None for positive status yet. I feel like there was something. But I guess I mean, outside of haste or that kind of thing. I guess you're right. I guess they aren't. Potential, 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 potential! Potential! I couldn't kill him before his skill. Present thyself before the king! In bind! My ears. Your ears also, I'm sorry. When your Pokemon has tag that benefits from speedway difference. Which one? But yeah, I remember those. It crashed, kind of thing. Mao backwards. Hoam. Sorry, I had to do it.
착각하지 마라.
Alright, good enough for this one.
겉에
I don't know how far I can go with
내
this
놈들 덕분에
meshed up
내가
thing.
강해진 게 아니다. 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을 휘두르는 거지.
I'm gonna take everything. I'll be doing some more. I'll be doing another burn rush. Because I still need a few ones.
전부
I already did a few burn rush beforehand. Achievements, I'm at 41. So if I do another one, I'll be at 42. If I do 2 next week, I'll be at 44. So I will need 6 more in between. Can do it, fine, let's rush. Yeah, I understood also that you have to take this. I tested whether it was nice, so I'm keeping it. I don't even know if you can do a censored ego. I guess you can. Actually, you can probably, but it will be censored. Minus 90 SP awakening ego would be crazy. I was thinking like just corrode next turn, you know, and you gotta put you in corrosion next turn. I feel like it would be fitting for censored, especially, which is why I took him as an example. Took it.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
Don't touch me. I have a fun fact about, or I have a story about Don't Touch Me. It was actually the one of the first time nodes I got. I think like it was in my 6 or 7 days, and it scared the shit out of me because I didn't understand how the heck it worked. Especially when, especially when checking it from the main menu, from the preparation menu. And I got so scared that I actually afterwards started looking at the wiki for the Amnos for a bit. To check if there were other things like this. Because you know it was like max 6 or 7 Amno and was like, holy shit, this is meta. And so I was like, how am I supposed to... Am I gonna get more screamers like this? Especially because I hate screamers. And jump scare and that kind of thing. I do consider it slightly similar. And typically, like, that's an Amno that I would hope people don't get early. Because it's so different from the others. Unfortunately, I did. Potential Unleashed Teeth. It would be very funny if they do at some point an idea of East, like that's kind of potential Unleashed stuff. Not too mimi, but something interesting. Farm Watch. No, Farm Watch. No, let's not talk about Farm Watch. Sensor Ego, we can create a sensor and kill. Yeah, it makes sense. Status effect which spreads to all enemies. Oh, that'd be interesting. We're missing... I think we're missing statuses that spread. I think Echo of the Mana is one, but there are so many IDs with fixed panic anyway that it doesn't work. Enemies, I mean, not IDs.
이 불꽃이 필요하시다면 이번에야말로
Make them enable to target each other.
끝내주겠어. 당신의 판단을 따를게.
I don't know. All you need is minus 45 SP on you. Full corrosion thing. I don't know if they can push the corrosion thing. The thing is, again, if you want to push the corrosion thing or that kind of deal, even like, okay, there's one thing that has been severely, like insanely severely misused is this thing here. This thing, remove it, we don't need it. We actually don't need it. Like, this makes no sense. The only thing, this only works, like makes sense. Well, technically, when you're corroded, you have some of those nodes as well. But it would be interesting to have an ID that has another panic types. So during the corrosion, you have some other types of skills. Some interesting thing. That'd be an interesting idea. But it's so far off the field that they probably don't want to do it right now. I'm sure they were scared. They were so scared after Ring Sang. They didn't want to do a blunder like this again. They did, unfortunately. So I feel like that kind of stuff is not gonna happen in a while. Like even... Hello. You're a bit late. Even... like minus coin IDs, we only got... The real last one we got was really Sunshine Cliff. And afterwards they were like, okay, it's not working. No, it's working. Keep doing them. Come on. And not just like one minus coin here and there. Like sure, it's fun to have a minus coin on Wild Heath, but... I would like a real other minus coin ID. That's been a while. I don't know why I did the keyword refresh, but sure. I'd say it was for a good cause. Oops. Well. Think of it because of the mana spread naturally, yeah. And like naturally, it's in between quotes. Like you need panic. And again, a lot of enemies have fixed panic now. But it's bosses mostly, so regular encounters are fine.
이번에야말로
순식간에
이 싸움
끝내줘.
끝내주겠어.
Don't touch me, that scare you up, yes. Before suppression and drop the game for a good couple of months. I understand this. I can understand. I hate this Amno, like I factually hate this Amno. She didn't Libera 3-9 future about. That's what I think that's one of the most plausible thing. And one of the reasons why they didn't want to do She IDs for a while is because they were preparing for a Valpurgis team She IDs with Eugene. I think Eugene is Eugene is popular enough for her to be wanted by most people, let's say.
진행하겠습니다.
If he's quicker, you'll be like, "Ah!"
정 속에서
I'll do it. I'll do it a few times.
타올라라.
Get to swap to our MD5H chicken is over. Nah, it's fine, don't worry. But yeah, I think it's the only reason really. Okay, I've been thinking why we don't get Shi-IDs while it's kind of a popular faction, let's say. And like that's the only reason I found that pretty much they are waiting for a better occasion. Like a big occasion to do the Valpurgis ones. So I'd say next one is very likely.
벌써 화끈하네.
And if we don't get it, I want other Shi-IDs. But the problem I have with Eugene and everything is I still rely on the wall. Oh, be under 45% max HP. And that bothers me because I want cheese. Hold on. Ah! I want Shi-IDs to be what they're supposed to be. So assassins. The whole deal about Shi-IDs being under 50, 25, 0% HP. It's all about Ruina being like, oh, we are like we bleed them to death pretty much. We overwork them to death.
나아갈 수 없어.
But Shis aren't supposed to be like this, especially because now we got Shis from other sections or other part of the cities. So they could make other types of Shi that don't rely on being almost dead. Like it's not in there. It's not in the resume to say, okay, I can almost die. Oh, I didn't get the chicken. That's the third time. Huh? The third time I get here, I don't get the chicken. Ooh, close. Why am I choosing Sinclair as well? I'm dumb.
불꽃을 벼리겠어.
To get either Index or Shi next up. I don't know if Index are likely.
이번에야말로
I don't know if they want to put
이
Index.
싸움을 끝내주겠어.
한 번에 끝낸다.
Especially because I don't think... because to me they would give proxies. Like for Index they would make proxies. Not just correct me, proxies are the leaders, no? Like the messenger, the proxies, and then the proselytes. If I'm not wrong. So I would expect them to do proxies. And to me it's a bit soon. But at the same time we got to lay hang guys, come on, let's... They don't care, do they? We got an idea that they only can produce Shin. Two of them actually. Probably a third one. Soon. TM. I don't think they care about... We're just gonna get Xiao for a bit, I guess. It's funny, by the way, to hear everybody talk about this Shin. It's always a funny trope I find in a lot of medias, which is introduce a mechanic, like a new mechanic, suddenly a new mechanic, suddenly one day, a new mechanic like, oh, Shin, Mang, Nen, and everything, and suddenly everybody you knows and their mothers know about it, you know? Like, you didn't know for the whole time, and suddenly everybody knows about it, you know? That's always something that kind of triggers me, to be fair. Oh, come on, that sucks. Alright. So, like, I like, oh, people suddenly all know about, like, the big people all know about Shin and Meng when we fought Section 1, we fought Arbiters and everything, and Shin and Meng were never seen anywhere. You know, that kind of thing, and suddenly everybody knows about it, you know?
입장을 알리는 음악 소리가 들리는군.
So when it's accidentally uptied Shishmael to level 3, she turned out to be the only source of envy for Sweet Sack. You know, Shishmael is the only actual kinda good.
캐체어가 진행하겠습니다.
Oh, I forgot to try to get the chicken, whatever. in the shop. But yeah, Shishma is kind of the only actually good shady, you know. One Piece Saki, yes, that as well. Like all that kind of thing, you know. The whole new mechanic and everybody knows about it suddenly. Wow. Like it has always been there. Well, some of them like into it before, and so like those are very, very fine. Like it's fine to have stuff you don't know and suddenly you know about them. But it reminds me kind of humans. Welcome to psychology cost. Humans in general, once they learn a new concept, they tend to use it everywhere, like to apply it everywhere. It kind of reminds me of this. It's funny. It's usually because you have a new toy for your brain to play with, you know, and you try to find where this goes in, so you put it everywhere as a limit test. It's funny. I love the human brain. I don't want to see Cromer. I don't want to see you either. Crawling Abyss. Fine. Where do I go? Boss is actually pretty fast.
그냥 눈에 보이는 거 다 박살내면 되는 거지.
One Piece is real. I've hid it somewhere. Search it. I stopped reading One Piece a while ago. I still got to like scan 1,000 something. I think I stopped around the 1,000 during the. I don't remember his name. He's like the Onigashima arc. Perhaps Nikolai and the gang IDs. I don't know. Yeah, I heard we jumped in power level. I read we jumped the power levels significantly, which is why I'm big for more index. I don't know. The thing is, it's always weird because we're still fighting Ricardo, you know. By the way, I'm repeating it, but I think we might see Ricardo next Kanto again. Because we will be level 60, which is his level, I'm pretty sure. If it's not next Kanto, it's next Intervalos, after the Kanto. But Nikolai with our corpse. I don't know if we'll see Nikolai, especially because I don't even know. That would be interesting to see what happens to them, especially with the clone stuff. Ram or a rat. I would love to get some of the section 2. Like some other Arcop sections. But I guess they would give it to us when we would get actually see Arcop in a Kanto or something. I think it's not unlikely. I think it's pretty likely we see them at some point. I doubt they won't present them to us. I mean, they presented us W Corp properly, so R Corp might be in order at some point. We don't know when, just. Don't know the level of H3 that I would put for that Bungler. It's fine. For a long while we got we only had base G Sang as passive, it's fine. We can do it. The early appearances of it, but becomes something everyone will have out of nowhere, yes. There will be a man god next time we see him invest now. I don't think it's high enough. Luckily in Limbus it's pretty restricted to like the highest ones. Even like the red gaze only learned about it from purple tier, I'm pretty sure. From Leviathan. From what we can gather from Leviathan at least. But that means like it was the red gaze before knowing it, you know? The thing is a lot of people, that means became red gaze colors, everything, whatever you want, without it. So what happened with it suddenly? You know, it's that kind of thing that bothers me.
얼마나 집중할 수 있냐에 따라 달렸지.
Like how much of a jump in power happened in the Wolf City with it? Like how strong was Jashu before knowing it? Like because supposedly it's supposed to be something brought up kinda with the light? Most likely.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
It's like how are things like how are things now compared to before when I love you. Do I care? Not really. Why not? Sure, why not? Nah. Harkov Gregor. Oh yeah, the famous Harkov Gregor. We got a picture of it and we got nothing else. One peak is real. It's nice. I need one of you to get somewhere else. Yeah, this guy. Two of you, actually.
순식간에 끝내줘.
Could never read it again. It's so long. There aren't many mangas that can boast themselves of having over 1,000 chapters. Like really harassing.
괜히 저항하지 말고 받아들여. 그게 덜 아플걸?
이번에야말로 이 싸움을 끝내주겠어.
I hate fighting those guys.
당신의 판단을 따를게요. 이 경점 속에서 타올라라.
We can only get depressed IDs for Gregor. Can we? Ah! What I'm thinking. Hold on, I'm thinking. No, wait. Did we? Wait. Give me the wiki. I can't picture it. It's too hot where I am right now. The heat is killing me. I need... Do you consider Twin Hook Gregor to be depressed? I think it's pretty fine. Oh boy, here we go.
해체어간 진행하겠습니다.
Most of the others are depressed, I guess. Oh, Kurokuma Gregor is living life. Is a Capo Quattro or Big Brother? I think it's higher. I think Big Brother is like third. I don't know. It's supposed to be red, by the way. Capo Quattro is like a fourth tier of Capo, or is Capo the fourth tier of the thumb? Like Soldato the second is a second. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to read it, but maybe it's because I didn't read the story. Do I love the city I live in? No. Nah. Nah. I saw a lot of people saying yes the first time they got this thing. I don't know how you can say yes to it.
해체어간 진행하겠습니다.
Man, I love the city I live in. Ship it, not and that reminds me of the World 4chan
소각되었습니다.
보냈고
football thing back in the day. That was funny. That shit was funny. Ricardo to become the biggest brother. No, but I'm considering the idea that we might see like a great brother or sister next time we see Ricardo. Like I'm entertaining the idea. And if we don't see it, then we'll see it afterwards when we will have killed Ricardo. Have you thought about it? We are not getting rid of the middle. Like it's the whole red line of the whole game. It's gonna be the running gag till Limbus finishes. The last boss of Limbus will be
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는
a leader
하나님의
of the middle. Trust me. Call us Roland because we're gonna eradicate that shit.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
Ah man. Zweigregor. Oh, Zweigregor as well. Yeah, you're right. How strong Damian is. Oh, I remember someone posting a video of every Shin and Meng apparition we saw. And like Shin for Damian, and he has like 7 rings or something like this. 7? No, stop it. He has like 7 rings or something, and
순식간에
yeah,
끝내줘.
he's blue gang level, I'd say. He's probably color at least. I don't think he beat the head, otherwise the head would have beaten it already. And I cannot even know what he is, really. Like, it might be some form of mirror world entity or something. We don't know. We're freaking have no idea. The thing is, I just know the thing is a freaking little prince, and I'm.
이번에야말로 이 싸움을
Oh, it's Meng. No, wait. Yeah, it's Meng. Hold on, I'm getting confused. Yeah, Meng are the rings, and Shin is the aura. Or is the opposite? I forgot. No, it's Meng the ring. Let's not say it's that way. Meng is the ring. Big Brother Ice Cliff when at some point it's gonna happen, don't worry about it. Death of Ricardo will lead to greener pastures for Big Brother His and Big Sisters. I'd say red because they're gonna be even more. Remember, you don't kill a member of the middle without vengeance.
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
For Red Mist Dawn and Black Silence, we got solo lab hitters. I'm pretty sure most people put Black Silence on this clip though. For a lot of very obvious reasons. Red Mist Dawn. Red Mist is such a weird one. Because it feels both Dawn and Ryoshu. Especially Ryoshu has been Red Mist coded for so long now.
순식간에 끝내줘.
Like the Wally, like the ID, like Red Eyes Penitence. Both Red Eyes that are horizontal and vertical. It's just the sword everywhere. If we get Mimicry, Ryoshu, I give up. But at the same time, Mimicry and kind of fits done pretty well. You know, because Bloodfeed and stuff.
움직이는 먹인 자. 재밌겠군.
But I don't know. It's a while away. Let's be real. Like, we're not getting color stuff before a while. Like, there are some people. I remember. I don't know who did say. Oh yeah, I remember. Someone said they thought like magical girls were like the break in case of emergency stuff. Like the thing is, if you want money, you put it. I don't think they care too much about it, but I think Red Mist is the big Red Mist, or like colors in general. Colors in general are the big we need money button, you know. Put it in, we get money. Look at Lay Soul. Lay Soul. Everybody just cracked under the pressure and spent some pulls on it.
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
Not everybody, of course, but a lot of people did. The number of people commenting on my show that they pulled for it is insane. When we have literally Valpurgis around the corner, it's insane. So imagine the Red Mist ID. Yeah, this is freaking tank. Verge down. I know if we could get Vergilius ID. It would be insanely weird, to be fair. If we ever meet Rollins for Limbus. There is a theory that we very well might, because I'm pretty sure. So for those who don't know, Limbus architecture, I want to say story architecture, and main characters, so Dante, Vetus, and everything, are based on the Divine Comedy, which is an Italian fan fiction, kinda. And pretty much there is Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. So Hell, Purgatory, and Heaven, pretty much. So we are Inferno. We are in Inferno. I'm thinking. I'm sure it's pretty clear. So the question is, are we gonna go into Purgatorio and Paradiso? And I'm pretty sure I heard that in the book, like Dante meets Roland in Paradiso. Which is why it's kinda likely. And I think it's such an iconic thing, I think people would love to see the interaction between the two, and because they would love so much, I think PM would love it as well. I think KGH would love to do the interaction as well. So I'm sure we will have at some point. They would love to. Upgrade this. What do I even need here? Could do some fusions. My gifts are a bit awkward right now. Dust to dust. Yeah, but I'm missing so much stuff. Char disk. Fine. I kinda want Soothe the Dead for the Explore, otherwise I'm gonna miss some clashing.
해체어가 진행하겠습니다.
Really tempted to drop my guaranteed ticket on him, but for my discipline too. I dropped the season 1 because you can't get Valpurgis ID or anything from the seasonal one, so I did drop this one. I thought about waiting for Onglu, but I was like, what are the chances anyway, you know? Comedy is dentist, believe fan fiction, yeah. The fiction can be good. I mean, yeah. I mean, sure, fanfiction, you tend to think that's... Well, technically fanfiction are just fictions where you include characters that already exist, kind of. That are not necessarily yours, that's the only thing. That doesn't mean they have to be bad per nature, they just tend to be not that good because they're not professional most of the time. But you know, if you do it professionally, you can do very good fictions. For example, I would take Pokemon fan games who have 10 times better stories than Pokemon itself. But one might say, it's really not hard. The bar is really low. It and then really reveal Dante is A in Pick Fiction. I have no idea if Dante is A in. I kinda wanna hope for it because I want to see A in. I think A in is my favorite character in the Project Mo universe, period. Just because I relate so much. Except I didn't make a full cooperation out of it. Nor traumas. Yet. See, my favorite characters from PM would be Ayin first, B9 second. Close. Like really, Ayin is one of my first and we see almost nothing out of him. So really. Sure, we'll go there. And I don't remember whose third would be. We'll set third is a bit more awkward.
그냥 눈에 보이는 거 다 박살내면 되는 거지.
I think Roland was in my top at some point. He still insanely good as a character. Maybe he still is. But I would need to think more about it.
끝내주겠어.
That's much flame. Yeah.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Super Mario Money's peak, yeah, it's pretty good.
태울 뿐이요.
I mean, the story isn't incredible, but it's pretty good stuff. It was very fun to play though, at least. Well, you in the pool most of them, so fine, really don't want to get to you for me. Yeah, I understand. I didn't pull anything from... I didn't take anything from season 6 yet, that's why as well. Wait, that was the clashing one. Ah, the UI bugged on me again. Dante's Heian meme is so funny that I'll push it at everybody. It is really a meme even. Like, it seems like a plausible theory, you know? Heian faked his death and became Roland and became Dante. I mean, okay, not Roland. And I don't think he faked his death. We don't really know what's happening in the light. Like, technically, is Carmen dead? You know, like, we have to start from this. And then we can assume, is Heian dead? Like, there is a mention about Heian in Leviathan. But it's so awkward and untranslated, it's kind of hard to retake anything from it properly.
순식간에 끝내죠.
Though there's one thing I've always been saying since I read Leviathan, if I see Vergilius at some point taking out like a red shard, I'm popping off. Like a garnet shard. Dante. Dante is a nice character. He's very well written. But there's one thing that's very good with him, with Dante, is that he's not a generic random main avatar character for a gacha. That's thank you very much for it. I would not have been able to deal with a character that only speaks every 10 seconds with pre-made choices that makes no impact whatsoever. I don't remember if I can pass this one, so I'm gonna avoid it. The gift isn't that good either. The first Pugis was Hell's Chicken.
이런 건 얼마나 집중할 수 있냐에 따라 달렸지.
No? I mean, I don't understand what you mean by this. Got more reasons and all that.
길을 밝힐 뿐입니다.
We can do that if not by interacting with the light. I mean, the light is such a bullshit mechanic, let's be real. It just does everything. It gives you Shin and Meng, infinite power, wishes of everything, makes you transform, makes you coffee, everything. It can make everything. You need something? Take the light. It's such a conveniently bullshit thing. Makes beer, yeah. You need your homework done, your work done, use the light. I mean, it's fitting in a way when you think that the light is like human's potential or something like this. Humans can do anything. I can do anything. It could be a yin, but some of the posts I've seen been quickly spiral into absurdism, but it stops being a serious. Yeah, usually you stop at the first layer of comment at most. I mean, the theory is not the worst one I've seen. It's not impossible. I don't think it is, though. Because it would make no sense. Like, Dante was someone very alive before they lost their head. So I wouldn't say it's Heian. Heian could have like reincarnated into them or something, sure, or be a part of them with the golden bow. That's not impossible. Or through ego, you know, because egos and distortions are kind of based around Heian's vision, I think, or something like this. So like there would be a link. I'm sure we will hear about Sagan at some point. Alive or not, I have no idea, but we'll hear about him. And I'm looking forward to it. A beer which is more important than it. I mean, books make beer as well. I mean, books made of light, so yeah, it's light.
이 싸움을 끝내주겠어.
단번에 끝낸다.
New Golden Bow Power, give you one Shinamang. You know that there's supposed to be like 9 nodes on the Tree of Life. There were 9 Sephiroth, alright?
나갈 수 없어.
And we have 17, so we have 2 missing. You know very well it could be Shin and Mang. I've been theorizing this. That the last 2 could be Shin and Mang, so I thought about Malkuth and either Tiferet or Yesod. I'd say Tiferet. Because we would have Gulai for Netzak,
이 격정 속
Irei for Gibura. Kinda leaves Invidia for either Yesod or Tiferet, and then Luxuriae probably for Hod. So like I expect at some point some jokes about Lust and Hod, which I would be very agreed on, which I would agree, but that's something else, alright? That's something for another time. Alright, last shop. Let me think a bit. Did I upgrade? Yes, I upgraded. And I meet. Carmilla. That's too late. That's way too late. I kinda need... I have so much cost. I need Soothe the Dead, otherwise I'm gonna cry a bit. Just a bit, but I'm gonna cry still. Can I fuse it? I'm missing the pot. Oh, the pot was supposed to be the reward here. Eh, fine. I can get it. There. I hope they don't change the recipes again next time. Or at least now you can check them now, so it's fine. Okay, I got both of them, so we should be good. Alright. Yeah, give me this, why not?
불꽃을 벼리겠어.
I'm not going to make infinite beer. Take the light. Something of light ability and Malkuth. I have no idea although... Well, to be fair, they kinda subverted my expectation in a way. Because I did not expect more statuses to be this. All shall be equal. And what god are you taking yourself for, Dante? Dante. You're not a god, Dante. Are we actually trying to make... Hold on. Is Limbus company goal actually to make a god? Is Dante supposed to become a god? Hey, new theory. New theory just dropped out. Man. But yeah, I expected more statuses to be for SP, Irei to be for damage, Gurei to be for healing, so Netzak to be for healing, Tiferet to be like... I have a lot of expectation for Tiferet because I would love to see a kind of retreat, like backup based mechanic, like something like bring in one of your IDs or replace one of your IDs, something like this. I would love to see it. That's the last of the day. We're always throwing the head with this one. And the plot also be made equal. That's not wrong. The Mercy, all world bosses should be made equal. Under KGH, all bosses should be nerfed. Pull a hang. That's okay. To be fair, like the nerf wasn't that big. Or rather, the nerf was okay decided, I think. Taking your team's half of your team's HP of damage for just winning the clash feels like a bit of a rude punishment. Or at least it's not one. It's not something you can first try. But should it be something you can first try? Discussion of the day. Should Lei Hang be something you can first try anyway? Did anyone first try Xiao in Rina? Did anyone first try Yan? Did anyone first try Purple Tier? Well, if you played Youngest, maybe, but if you didn't play it. Like, that's a real question. Isn't it okay to lose one time, maybe a few times to a root boss? I think it's okay. I don't think the nerfs were too hard, so anyway. The wall unbreakable coin mechanic is... It's tough, right, to balance. It's tough. I'm not gonna say it's easy. Like, should you make it so if you lose a clash, like if you win a clash, you should still take half of your team's HP, aka be staggers on everybody, aka all die. Because with the stagger mechanic, even if you take half of your team's damage, HP as damage, that means they are all dead pretty much with the staggers. So like, is it okay that if you win the clash, your team is still dead? Like, it's... I mean... A bit less would have been fine. I don't know. It's very... It depends on IDs because it's awkward as well. Like, you need Wrath resistance. You can have slash resistance, but you could have Wrath resistances. But how do you prepare for it? Like, you have to... It's so hard. How do you prepare Wrath resistances then? Like, you have to check the egos for this. Or you would have to use specific egos. Might not fit. You need the sins as well. It can complicate it. The best thing you can do is use debuffs. Like bind and attack power down. The only problem is the timing is kind of hard to predict when he's gonna use those skills, especially if you don't know. Like it said about every 3 or 4 turns, I think it was. And you have to use it the turn before. So like, for example, Chains of Others is great. You use Chains of Others, boom. That's the equivalent of the nerf pretty much. But like it's 1 turn before, you have to predict when he's gonna use the thing. And since I think it's either turn-based or HP-based, it's hard to know if you're gonna do enough damage or not. That's the problem for me. If it was on a certain turns only, then you can prepare for it. Bring Chain of Others, the turn before, use it, you're good. Bam. Well, you need to bring a Merciful, but that's okay. But you can bring something else, like, okay. This ego is underrated, okay? Roseate Desire. As I've been before, it's 3 paralyze, 3 then offensive level down, and 3 binds. Well, the bind the next turn. But even then, the passive as well. Clash Wind inflict 1 pink ribbons. And so you can easily inflict 5 bind with this. With pink ribbons. About every turn. Every turn you Clash Wind, you can inflict 5 binds. I think it is. Actually, it can be more. I don't know how high you can go. You can inflict a lot of bind with pink ribbon. That's great as well. And you can clash with it as well. Well, it's a bit awkward on... It would be corrosion rather. But this inflict both paralyze and offensive level down. So if you clash with it, you can actually negate a lot of the damage. Chains of Others spam, I beloved. Yeah, you can also not care about the timing and just spam Chains of Others and you're good. I was playing Envy in my playthrough, so I couldn't really do it much because I need more Envy skills on my board. And Chains of Others is not Envy. But yeah, you can in a lot of comps. Onyanglu was left and he killed with Tears of Talish Blood and he died at turn end but still win. Yeah, because it's after wards after the kill, I think. Only we use 16ers. Well, if you only use... Well, if you use less than intended, like, well, you know. We gray area introduced with unbreakable coins. Yeah, they didn't fully figure it out yet. I'm not blaming them for this because it's pretty tough finding the balance for it. And might be a recurring problem. Yeah, I mean, we will have balance problems for a while. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's okay, it's PM, I'm used to it. And actually, like, I would love more difficulty spikes. Like, I love getting my ass kicked. It makes me actually press something else other than win rate. Well, I usually don't win rate, even most of the time, because I like to use certain comps that might need specific stuff. Like Envy, like I love playing Envy. I love playing Envy in Kento 8. Like the wall management of when to use your skills. Like you're really tempted to not use your counters a lot of the time, but you have to. Like it's HP management, it's resource management, I love it. It's way more complicated than just pressing win rate. Like pressing counter once and win rating, right? Mouthfast, wink wink, nudge nudge, kill kill. My vertical div spike back, yeah, I understand. At least it's not like the fight is easy still, like it's still pretty hard. Like you have to actually you don't have to play, let's be real. The director just used win rate most of the time, I swear to me. I was so tilted seeing it, didn't it? Let's not talk about it. Can we agree? Let's not talk about it. Man, seriously, if you can beat it win rating, I swear, it's just, I mean, yeah, don't. It's fine. We'll be fine. Well, he did adjust after win rating. Let's commend him for this, okay? But still, like it did really not play optimally whatsoever. But it did use. The thing is, it still did use the latest ideas, which are all either broken or close to broken. Look at this. All the H.O. spikes are so strong. Even those two are pretty strong. Seriously. They have Conryus and all. They are also strong. You don't need to even think when playing them, I think. You need to think when playing them when wanting to do damage with Rupture. But they already do damage, so much damage by themselves, you don't care really. Did I say I don't really like Keshos too much? Well, I like that. Like I like them at first, was nice, but like now, yeah, whatever. The first models were cool. Now it's kinda redundant. But I guess I would be happy to see some other issues, like the roosters. I would like to see, for example, the bulls, the dragons. I would love to see some others, but please, not more seeds or mouse. I think they would not though. I think they would do the others. I don't know if Way is gonna be considered as a issue. That's a good question. I don't really know it except for MD. Yeah, I can understand. I kinda like this as well. Unless it's a very boring fight, like the wooden dolls. QH fight needs to be absolutely brutal. We don't know if there's gonna be a Queen of Retreat fight though. I don't think there would be. We'll see. It's not impossible, like it's an abnormality. They could make you fight her. One pre-nerf thing, and that's not totally, no, that's not totally. There is another railway low turns use Rupture these days. It's more like Mouthfast than Rupture, really. And to be fair, like now that Sinclair's got nerfed, it's okay. It's a bit more okay. It's just Mouthfast that's not balanced. That's about it. Rupture by himself, you can argue. It's still one of the strongest because it's new and ball creep. Like Tremor should be the same when new stuff comes out. Look at Lacehold. Charge should be the same when new stuff comes out. I don't know. I don't remember which one of you said we need more charge, but we do need more charge, indeed. Like the others as well. Burn is already good. Could probably beat Layhang with one ID blindfolded and one hand tied behind. Telegraph so much. I mean, some people did it solo. Some people did it solo with Lacehold even. But I mean, Lacehold might be the solo god now. We talked about it last week when checking the kit, but he's so strong. I think the best part probably is we kind of were expecting from Overheat. We kind of were expecting 3 protections here, and it's 5. Wow. Wow. Like Onglu would say, wow. 5 protection from the get-go. We see God has other protection. He's a solo god. Mersault is a solo. Mersault was already a very good solo character, Sinner. But now with him, with Laysalt, he's a solo god. Pick for Rooster, Pony, and Dragon. I think we heard that. I don't know. We don't know if Shichu's clan was like way in the other way, Pony or not. Ponies or not. If they were, it might be possible. Dragon, they were just seen with the others, so I don't think so. Roosters, we've seen them a few times, so I don't think it's unlikely. Like we've seen actual artworks on them, which we didn't for the others. We're definitely getting horse, yeah. She breaks out so much that I want a real audio. She helps us only for her to start gigging and fighting us. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I said earlier. That's what I speculated earlier. Like it might. It's not impossible that it happens. A red ordeal. Oh, sorry. It's actually, yeah. Now that you said it, yeah, it could be. I'm expecting a red. I'm expecting the Scarlet Ordeal soon. There's only this one and Ember left. We haven't done, so we should see them at some point. I don't know if they're gonna be Valve though. Or not. I guess Ember, they might wait for midnight. Maybe. I don't know. They could do noon. No, not noon. Dusk. They could do dusk for Scarlet. It's not impossible. Hold on, I'm checking Discord just a bit. Okay. Ember Midnight with a big mouth. I mean, that's... We have a long time before the end of Limbus. We're gonna have a lot of Alpages. I would not be surprised. Like, I'm expecting we would get every midnight. Especially the purple one. I don't want to fight the forced stone stuff. I will make memes out of it, I don't care. I made a meme out of Violet Noon. I will make a meme out of one of the steals. I don't care. Midnight. Green Midnight seems weird though. Green Midnight seems weird, but we'll see, let's see. But I guess they don't have enough ordeals for the Wall of Limbus if they don't mix in some like some Abnos here and there, I guess. Well, like it's likely, maybe not Apocalypse. I wanted to say Apocalypse Bird and White Knight, but we got both of them in Ruina, so I don't know. It's not the same thing, but Limbus is closer to Ruina than to Lob Corp. We could have both though. We could have some in both, like one in both. We could have White Knight in Lob Corp or Ruina and Apocalypse Bird in the other. I would be surprised if we see a realization, or even if we see the library. It's funny because we've been in the Lob Corp headquarters a lot, but we have never seen the library. We've been in the book though. We've been in the Wingbeat book, Fairy Queen, like Fairy Festival book. I don't know if we can go into the library though. It'd be weird. I think we'll see the White Ordeals later. Fighting the Fixers. Some late belt pluggies and eventually the glow. Okay. I have no idea. We might see like the white dusk, so it would be like the 4 fixers at the same time. It's not impossible. The one thing that bothered me though is like, who are those fixers? The worst part is like I've checked it. Like I've seen somebody talk about it later, but like the fixers that we see in the... I didn't recognize all of them at the time, but it's likely that the fixers we see in the loading screen for like the last canto, like you know which loading screen I'm talking about, the one with all the factions, it's likely the fixer they're talking about are actually the reference to those 4s. Like we see Pale, it's the most clear, like the clearest. White is not unlikely. Black, I recognize the goggles afterwards. I don't remember if there was red. But it's likely those represent them, so I don't know if it's a nudge, if it's just something, or if they're actual freaking strong fixers. Because fixers in themselves would beat a ton already, you know? Like, who are the black, white, red, and pale fixers, really? That is the one thing I'm really curious about. Sure, they're all deals. Maybe they're just, since they're just all deals, they're just like imaginations of strong fixers from Ain, like maybe insanely strong fixers, like color grade fixers. It's not impossible. Well, maybe not colors to be fair, but close. Like section 1 or 2. The thing is, I don't know if they're based on actual fixers, like KGS is just keeping for the right time, or if they just like representation of fixers that he likes to put in whenever we mention random fixers, like just as a reference, you know, to the core, but it's nothing actually. I think it's nothing, to be fair, because it just feels weird. Color fixers. Not really. Well, I mean, you can. Charles' Office was kind of color fixer, you know. But yeah, the claw, yeah, at some point we'll fight the head, or they will make us a head fight, we'll lose and we'll be sad. At some point we likely will fight at least a claw. Though it would be very weird in any second sense. So maybe Valpurgis is the only place where we can fight the claw, and maybe an arbiter. Because anywhere else means we would be hunted by the head, and I don't think we can survive this. Like we can really, like not one color fixer is gonna save us. Even the blue gang, the new blue gang might not be able to. I'm not sure yet. They man had 7 mangs. But maybe he has only the mangs, you know, he doesn't have the prowess behind it. Excuse to fight a claw and not getting ganked by the head, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, pretty much. Because they would want us to fight a claw or an arbiter at some point. Maybe not an arbiter, because it's really something else, an arbiter. But a claw, sure, they would make us fight a claw at some point. Maybe even, actually, maybe there'd be one... oh yeah, they could do this. They could do a Valpurgis, Lobcore Valpurgis, where we fight like Gebura or Bina. Like their robot form. Like in Lobcore. That'd be something. They could do it. Would I do, if I was in KGH place, I would do it probably. But not now, later. Like in a few years. In a year or two at least. But I would do it. But anyway, I've been rambling quite a bit. I'm gonna stop for today. So as I said, this week, not much planned. Nothing planned actually. And next week there will be Mirror Dungeon, and for the next Mirror Dungeons and IDs, like the next banner, it will have to wait till this Tuesday afterwards, since I won't be there next week. Starting Wednesday I'll be out, so I won't have time to do the shorts and everything until late Monday, so Tuesday, most likely. So it's a lot about the other plans, and we'll see afterwards. I'll tell you everything. I really hope Valpurgis is not next week. I don't think it is. I don't think they would. I just really hope it's not the case. But we'll see. I'll give news in the community tab as usual and everything, and blah blah blah. You can subscribe and all. For notification and all. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Take care. See you next time, and keep your sanity high in the slow descent into the inferno. Bye bye.